Good afternoon, students. I hope you all are doing well. So today we'll be moving on with our new session, that is create and edit table using wizard and SQL command, that is structured query language. Okay, so here we move on. So relevant knowledge: data in relational database management system is organized in the form of tables. Yes, I've been saying you all from the very beginning that in DBMS or in database, whatever data we store, those data are stored in the form of tables or organized in the form of tables. So you will now quickly recap what you learned in last session and assimilate more concept. Okay, so I have told you all in last session what basically RDBMS means, so I'll be just reading thoroughly now. If you want to understand, then please go back to my next video and then try to recapitulate it from there. Okay, a relational database is a collective set of multiple data sets organized by tables. Yes, so this database is basically organized by table, records and column. Records means rows and a column. Okay, relational database establishes a well-defined relationship between database organization between database tables. Okay, table communicate and share information which facilitates data searchability. Okay, so what happens when we basically when relational model is applied to the database, okay, what happens, it becomes more flexible, okay, which it facilitates us to search data very easily. Okay, so searchability and organization and reporting is there. That is one advantage of using relational database management system. Okay, and then a relational database use structured query language. Okay, so whenever we want to search something from the place where we have stored, okay, suppose we store data in a database. Okay, so from there if you want to fetch some information, then we use some certain type of query languages. Okay, so that's structured query language, okay, which is standard user application that provides an easy programming. Okay, it's one of the programming language, so easy programming language interface for database interaction. Okay, so it's user and then between users and database, it allows us to interact with the database. Okay, this structured query language. Okay, so now for the database objects. So in database objects, what are the things that we have in database objects? So we have a table, okay, and the table consists of a column and a row. So basically in database object, what we have a table with column and a row. Okay, so table, what in simple term I'll be saying you all, what is a table? A table is a set of, or I would say is a set of elements. It's written, a table is a set of rows and a column. In a simple language, I'll say a table is a set of rows and a column. So in book it's written, a table is a set of data element, okay, that is organized using a model of vertical column, okay, vertical column which are identified by the name, and horizontal row. So it's given in a bit tough way, but in a simple language if you want to understand, then table means is a set of rows and a column. A table has a defined number of columns. Yes, it can have a table can have a defined number of columns as well as any number of rows it can have. Okay, each row is identified by the value. Each row has its unique value. Okay, each row has a unique value, and then there is one column in a table which is been identified as a unique key, or a unique field, or a key field, or key index, or I would say primary key also. Okay, so you know what is primary key. Okay, so now moving forward, columns or fields or attribute. So all these things are same. Column means also a column, field and attribute means same. You can call anyone. Okay, so whenever we create a table, so we give a column. It's like whenever we create a table, there is a column name. Until and unless a column name is not given, it's not what we say, it's not valid, or I'll say it's not possible for us to create a row, right? So if the column in the column it's been given what actually the structure of a table is going to be, or structure of a database is going to form. Okay, so or what kind of row we are going to compose. So a column decides. Okay, so yeah, it's given a column is a set of data value or a particular simple type. Okay, on for one for each row of the table. Okay, the column provides the structure. Yes, I told you that the column provides the structure according to which the rows are composed. Suppose the example it's given, candidate first name. So now this is saying that we need to insert if the column name is saying that, in that column we need to insert the candidate first name. So in second column is saying that we need to insert candidate last name. Okay, then similarly if we have a third column, then we can have student name, yeah, student ID, or phone number, or contact number, address, all these things. So if we don't give those details, then how we are going to, yes, it's not obviously it's not possible for us to insert a for rows, right? So if the column only basically provide this structure according to which we will form a row. Okay, a row will be composed. Okay, so rows or records or tuple, this is same thing. Row and record or tuple means same. Okay, so in computer language we basically call records, or we use a word tuple. We hardly use row. Okay, so a row, also called a record or tuple, represents a single data item in a table. Yes, okay, so single data means it basically represents the information of a single person or item or whatever. Okay, it can be student also, details of student, item, or product, order, anything. Okay, so basically a row has a unique value. Each row has a unique information. Okay, of a I hope you understood. Okay, so in simple term, a database table can be visualized as consisting of rows and column or field. Each row in a table represents a set of related data, and every row in the table has the same structure. Okay, so I hope you understood what is table, what is column, and what is row. So I hope I don't have to show with the in the form of drawing, but if you really want to see, then go back. Okay, there is a table. In that table it's been asked address, standard, and all those things, whatever it's there, or client and something tables are there. So whatever information, multi-client name, client something, client address, to that, all those are known as attributes. Okay, or I would rather say field. Okay, and then whatever information we store, those are known as records or tuples or rows. Okay, so thank you so much. I think so it's enough for today. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.